If the heart disease that you have is really scary, or if it is unusual, you want somebody who has long experience in layering the knowledge about heart. You go to the university because we have started it. The first open heart surgery, the first pacemaker, the first stent, many firsts in the cardiac realm.
One of the most dramatic events, I think, in the last 100 years has been the advent and the birth of open heart surgery, which, so happens, right here in this building. The first open heart surgeries were done in 1952 by a team led by the legendary C. Walton Lillihei, who trained here, worked here, and dedicated much of his career to the University of Minnesota and the growth of cardiac surgery, maybe the birth of cardiac surgery. The type of patients that we operate on in this decade is certainly a much riskier group than surgeons from prior decades would have taken on. Patients are certainly older, often with a more advanced form of heart disease.
I just went in for a routine checkup with my cardiologist, and they did an electrocardiogram and an echo and told me that I was in early stages of heart failure, which was quite surprising to me because I really felt fine. This was just kind of a routine thing for me.
Brad came to us feeling fine, but an echocardiogram showed that he had a severely leaking aortic valve and that his ventricle was dilating, which is evidence that he is developing a weak heart or heart failure. And if left untreated, he's going to worsen over months or a year or two.
I only had about 50% of the blood going out of my heart. A lot of it was regurgitating back in. Once I decided I was going to have the surgery, then I wanted to interview the doctors, and one of them being Dr. John.
You want to go somewhere where people can think about you as an individual because they have an experience, personal or collective, of many hundreds or thousands of people like you with this particular heart disease.
This group, which I'm fortunate to be part of, has done over 1,000 heart transplantations with a lot of success. The University of Minnesota has led the field in innovative therapies to treat end-stage heart failure.
So they had to cut my chest open it up, replace the aortic valve, and during that procedure, Dr. John also put in an aortic clip, which helps people stay out of atrial fibrillation after the surgery as well, to keep any large blood clots from causing a stroke or a heart attack afterwards.
The risk of death or other bad events happening from heart surgery is often in the 1% range, which is a staggering number to think of. The advances in technology and in science has made heart surgery so safe.
I had my surgery at MHealth Fairview. I had really trust in these doctors, both Dr. Fanola and Dr. John. I guess put me in a comfortable place where I said, yeah, this is the place that I want to come to, and the doctors that I want to see.
I think innovation takes a special person, a special team, and a special place. To think of these advances over these last 7 decades, it's humbling to think that a lot of that started here.
I started out with heart failure, and now I'm getting 100%.
The possibility of Bradley to have this kind of a solution has been forged courageously and creatively by our predecessors.